Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. So, recently, I finished watching both um, Ford and Kavanaugh's um, claims of what truly happened, and also the Senate Judiciary Committee voting today. And I'm just going to share my thoughts on this. So, if I took one thing away from what happened yesterday, um, our country's really, really divided right now. If you didn't know that already and you watched that, there's no doubt in my mind that we are extremely partisan, that we are extremely, there's so many things, and I'm worried. I'm worried for our country. Um, it used to be a lot. It wasn't like this. The last really moderate senator, the last real one that would always seemingly go across the aisle was John McCain. Um, and this shouldn't be a partisan issue. It obviously is because everything in politics these days is, but it really shouldn't be. Supreme Court nominees used to get 90 some votes. Now, if Kavanaugh would get 60, everyone would be shocked. Um, there would be lots of there would be really surprised. I would be extremely surprised if he gets any more than 55. 55 is pushing it. I think he would get 52. But 55, I don't think, is even a reachable goal. And that's sad. That's really sad to me. The fact that American politics has become so partisan, so very partisan. I really don't like it. I like people who can reach across the aisle and do something that they know is right. And apparently, out of the 100 senators, there's actually only two that thought of doing that. And that would be Chris Coons of Delaware, I believe, and Jeff Flake of Arizona. They're still both friends. And I'm glad. I'm really glad they made the deal they did. Because if you don't make that deal, you have one of two things. Either they push the vote through and he probably gets confirmed, and then you have everyone that's a Democrat or Democratic leaning say, hey, that wasn't right. We should have taken our time. We shouldn't have just pushed this through. And the people on the other side, let's say they didn't get enough votes and it got blocked, then everyone Republican leaning or Republican would say this is absolute trash. This shouldn't have happened. This one claim basically killed this man's career. And that doesn't make sense. So I'm really, really glad that they reached this deal. Because if it wasn't for this, I would be really worried about the vote for the Senate. I would be really worried. And when it comes down to it, overall, I think most people are going to vote down party lines regardless. Regardless of whether he was a good candidate or a bad candidate. Just because he got nominated by someone with an R next to their name means that anyone with an R next to their name should vote for them. I don't like that philosophy. If he's a bad candidate, if he was a bad candidate, you should have some people with an R next to their name saying, he's a bad candidate, we shouldn't do this. And you also shouldn't take it the other way. If as soon as you see a letter next to someone's name, that shouldn't instantly, like that, decide who they are. That's just not how it should be. That's how it wasn't for a long, long time. But I don't like this. I'm glad they made this deal, but it doesn't make me feel any better. It really doesn't make me feel any better. It doesn't change my mind that this is a country that is being more and more divided, and we need to find a solution to this problem before ultimately we would split in half. I think that's a little extreme, and I think that's a little far-fetched, but that would be the ultimate thing. So, basically, the point I'm getting to is our country needs healed. Our country needs healed. Um, I'm I am an American. I'm proud to be an American, but sometimes we need to look in the mirror and just stop saying America's the best. America's the best. And we should take a look in the mirror and look at ourselves and say, what are some problems we need to fix here instead of going to some foreign nation? We should focus on our problems here first. So that's about it for this video. Comment down below what you think. Is there a partisan divide? What solution can you think of to this problem? As always, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all soon.